Namaskar everybody. Today is Ekadasi Tithi. So that is the 11th day of the descending phase of the lunar cycle. There are two Ekadasis in one lunar cycle, and they happen in both the ascending phase and the descending phase of the lunar cycle on their respective 11th day. Okay, so today is Ekadasi. So let's talk about the significance of Ekadasi in our culture. So this day is considered very important in our culture. Ekadasi happens every 15 days, and many people observe fasting. The new generation has forgotten this practice and they don't really do it, but our parents and older generation of people still practice this. Well, they do it for spiritual reasons, but now it is not difficult to understand why fasting is very important. Okay, I'll explain to you clearly why fasting is important for our health and well-being. So there are three reasons why fasting is important. Number one, any mechanical system, any dynamic system that does some work requires some break. Yes or no? Our digestive system is also a mechanical process, and it also needs some rest. And we do fasting to give our system a break. Very simple. Suppose you have a car, and if you drive your car for continuously for more than, let's say, 6-7 hours, what will happen? The engine will get overheated. Yeah, what else? The tire can also get heated and can burst. Yes or no? So if you give it some rest, then it will work well. Isn't it so? Similarly, we also need to give our digestive system some break and rest so that it can recover back to its full potential. Okay, so that's the first reason why fasting is important. I'll give you two more reasons. By the way, I would like to have a glass of hot milk every day before going to the bed. So that is what it is. Okay, now let's continue. The second reason why we need to do fasting is actually scientific. Modern research has shown it clearly that fasting is good for our health and well-being. If you do intermittent fasting, the body, the fasting actually helps to eliminate the older cells and regrow new cells. The fasting gives the body that opportunity to rejuvenate itself. Okay, so when you are doing fasting, the body is actually calibrating. It is calibrating and trying to grow and get some life. That's it. If you are not fasting, then the body is in compulsive mode, and there is no possibility of regrowing new cells. Okay, it happens, of course, but not enough. Okay, so that's the second reason. And third reason is actually a very practical reason. It is a sensible reason. Okay, food makes our body compulsive. Actually, our body knows food. That's all it knows. Okay, it always wants to eat some food so that it can sustain or grow. That's all it knows. Okay, so whenever there is food in front of you, the body will want to eat it, and it will actually do it compulsively. If you do not consciously make choices, the body can make bad decisions. Sometimes you will be eating too much food, okay, and sometimes you might be eating too less. So if you just allow your body to react, there is no it doesn't know what is good or bad. Okay, it just needs food when it is hungry. Even if the food is bad, it still wants to eat. Yes or no? So it is our choice, it is our conscious choice that gives body some good things, right? So to avoid that compulsive behavior of our body, fasting can be helpful. If you practice fasting, then you are telling your body that, wait, don't be too compulsive. Have some patience. Okay? Let me understand your need, and I'll give you the right kinds of food. That is what you can tell when you're fasting to your own body. So fasting also helps to deal with your compulsive behavior. Okay, this is very, very important, and this is very helpful for your own well-being, because it will actually also help you to be patient, to be resilient, and to be peaceful also. So that's the third reason. Okay, so now how much fasting do we need? That is also very important to know. So from my own experience, I don't want to tell you that you need to do fasting every 1 week or every 2 weeks, like that. I don't want to give you such prescriptions. My experience tells that it is best to do fasting based on your needs. You know how much fasting you need if you pay enough attention to your body. Okay? If you pay enough attention, you can know how much fasting and at what time you need fasting. Okay? So rather than following a practice of fasting every 1 week or 2 weeks, this works well because the needs of different people is different. Okay, some people need more fasting and some people need less fasting. If I talk about myself, I actually need very very low fasting. My body is generally in a good health condition, and I don't eat those kind of junk foods and those things. So I actually have very least need for fasting. But for the people who eat too much and who eat compulsively, and they need to practice fasting more. Okay, so maybe once a week or even twice a week is good for some people. So you need to find that out for yourself, how much fasting you need. So we must be aware of what our body needs, and then we need to do fasting accordingly. In general, fasting is definitely good, as I already told you. Okay, there is no any spiritual reason for practicing fasting. Okay, it was indeed for health. In the past, it was not understood well, but now it is established. Fasting is good for health. It is established scientifically, and from your own experience, do it and see for yourself. You'll know it will do good for your health. So practice fasting according to your needs, and it can definitely do miracles for your body's well-being. Okay, it will help to bring your body in sync with the rhythm of the universe, and when that happens, naturally you will feel more energetic and more vibrant. So practice fasting according to your need and see the difference for yourself. It is definitely good. Okay, so this much for today. Thank you for listening.